You are looking live at Richard J. Codey Arena in West Orange, New Jersey, where Orange County West is getting set to take on the New Jersey Devils. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo here bringing you the action on a Sunday afternoon. A couple of teams getting together on girls' youth hockey action. This is basically a conglomeration here today for OCW. They're wearing the mostly black jerseys over there, some with varying degrees of unity, and the Devils in what you would see the New Jersey Devils wear back in the old days with the green, red, and white. Face-off underway, first period. Devils send it down low. We'll try to help you with names. Some of it's a little figuring out some jersey numbers of people who have switched here and there, but we'll try to do our best. Lena Basis with the puck moves it in for the Devils. Up to, was looking to go to the point for Caputo, but it comes to the near side wall. We're just picking a side to go to each period here. So when it comes down into the offensive zone of either team, you might lose a little bit of sight, but we'll try to do our best to locate that for you. First shot turned away by Gabby Zarro, manning the nets for OCW today. Caputo at the point will walk it down, send it down for Zahn. That was Charlotte Zahn, 26. Rizzo breaks out over to Camarada. Izzy Camarada marches in. Brings it all the way to the corner, allowing her team to change. Knocked out of the zone by Zahn. Abby Zahn. McFarland brings it in, sends it down below the end line. Devils pick it up there. And it's moved up by Arnone up the left wing. Poise moves it forward. Drop pass by McFarland to Matone, who sends it in. Caputo picks it off before it's dumped all the way down, fires it down. This is going to be an icing. And we have our first whistle with 13:17 left in period one, just underway on Rizzo Vision. Molly Rose Smith in goal with a bunch of the family and friends here today for the Devils. We told you Gabby Zarro manning the nets for OCW on the other side. McFarland fires that one wide. Melikova is going to go to the corner and pick it up. Poise bunts it back forward, but she and Melikova essentially playing catch for a moment. Arnone trying to streak up the wing on the left side, but Coy shields her off and negotiates the puck behind her own end line. Steers it up the near side wing for McFarland, who's looking for Luke to break up the middle. They do get it out of the zone. Sheehan is going to bring it in with Arnone. Arnone has it, tries to get the shot off. Looked like it was going to handcuff Zarro, but she got the blocker on it and steered it to the far corner. A goalie is on when you can see that they are steering the rebound where they would like to put it. And in this case, Zarro did just that as the Orange break in. And it's quickly knocked out of the zone. Choi in pursuit of Basis. Basis with a spin move like she's in a phone booth to maintain possession of the puck for a moment. It's going to get out of the zone on the far side. Teal up looking for Schlechtweg, couldn't get it to her. Choi jumps in to move it forward. McNulty also over there, so all 4 out of the 5 OCW players in kind of one spot, and they eventually get it in. Comes up the near side to Haley Caputo. She tries to get it out, but Altman kept it in for a moment. It does pop out of the zone, and Walsh moves it in, but it is picked up by McNulty, who fires it off the boards on the far side. Haley Caputo picked it off. McNulty and Basis battling over there. Comes to the point. Courtney Caputo kept it in, but sent it back offside as she was trying to toe the line. Whistle in the stoppage of play, 11:24 left. Period one, no score. Orange County West in the dark jerseys and the New Jersey Devils in the white base with red and green, as us many Devil fans like to refer to them as, the Christmas tree scheme. Centering feed goes behind Zarro's net, comes out toward the middle. Rizzo and Costello looking to break out. It's fired in by Murray for the offside, but it's probably a good play there by Sienna Murray to do that, because Rizzo and Costello were looking to get off on the break. Camarada joins them on that line up front. Looks like 3 lines here for OCW and 2 defense pairs, and about the same for the Devils. Altman will bring it out of her zone, looking for some room. Camarada's over there, but it's brought in by the Zons. Abby was the one who brought it in. Her sister was looking to break in behind the D. McNulty's going to hustle over to pick this one up. Was looking to send it to Costello, but had that lane cut off. Goes back down for Altman. She's going to try to move it forward, but gets it on the forehand and sends it right up the wing. It's not going to be icing because it went through a gaggle of players over there. Might have hit a stick. Camarada trying to break that one up. Zahn is going to send it to the middle. Costello's going to pick it off. Costello down to Camarada. Camarada behind the D, shoots. There's a save by Rose Smith, and she covers up the rebound, to the delight of the family and friends that are situated directly behind us in the stands. OCW changes out there, so it's Luke on the dot with McFarlane and Teal, looks like. They race right up in front of us. And into the offensive zone, Melikova with the shot that's steered away by Zara. Chipped up on the far side boards. Can they get it out? They reverse it per Coys, playing with Matone on D. Back into that spot where none of us have a great look at it. And they battle along the boards over there from at least what I could see. I mean, not much help from the viewfinder either. Finally bunted forward by McFarlane. It's not going to be an icing because Melikova was right there and she had a touch on it. 9:08 left, first period, no score. OCW, the Orange County West. Not in orange, except for trim, mostly black. Basis with a blast that goes just wide. And she jumps off on a change after that. Moved out of the defensive zone by McFarlane and now chipped up the boards. Matone tried to handle that. Haley Caputo has it, but she gets it knocked away by Tolman. Rushing in, Murray can't do anything with it, and it comes out to Courtney Caputo at center ice. Waits for her teammates to clear, brings it in, fires it at Zara, who steers it aside. Picked up by Choi. She's looking to move with it, but under a lot of pressure, couldn't get through where she wanted to. Gets help from Matone, whose backhand was meant for a breakout spot, but effectively was just able to clear the zone. So good job by Matone right there. If she wasn't going to connect with a pass, she did the next best thing, get it out of the zone. Backhand shot off the one-timer by Walsh goes wide, and OCW will break out. Here they come, over the line on the left side. Moving it toward the middle, up and out. It's not going to be an icing because it hit Altman's stick. Brought in, centering pass, one-timer by Basis, and there's a save by Zara. Caputo down to Basis. She's trying to set up somebody in front, but there's a lot of traffic there. She was looking for Zahn. Popped up. Let's see if they get it out. They do. Moved up and into the zone. Still with it. Still with it. Looking, centering feed. One-timer by Schlechtweg, and it's a save. moved up by the Devils. Basis leaves it for Zahn, fires it, but it gets not through. Now one comes on net, but not really from a good angle. So Charlotte Zahn was the one who got the shot off, and still nobody has dented the net. Chipped up, moved out into the offensive zone. Backhanded in on the change. Rizzo's the only OCW player down there. Now gets a little help. Costello and Camarada have jumped out with her. Melikova couldn't handle that one, but she's got a little room to recover and sends it up for Charlotte Zahn. Right in front of you there, Charlotte. 26. But it's sent down for an icing. Whistle and a stoppage of play. 6:10 left. Period number 1, no score. OCW and the New Jersey Devils. Rizzo on the dot, can't win it. Citro moves it up, Sheehan moves it out. Poise breaks it up. Bellacucci gets to center and dumps it down in. No icing there. She got just to that center line before that puck left the stick blade. Kept in by Arnone. She was looking to march. Rizzo chips it past Caputo. She's on a break, but she's got Costello with her. Rizzo through one, through another, trying to leave it for Camarada. Gets a little help from Matone. Matone looking to tee it up, gives it to Camarada. She tees it up through traffic, and Rose Smith was going to glove it down, but she let it go. It wasn't going on net. Poise at the point from Rizzo. Back down toward Rizzo, couldn't get it through. Courtney Caputo chips it off of Arnone's stick to get it out. Poise handcuffed Matone, but a lot of room for Matone to recover, and she sends it up to Izzy Camarada. Chips it off the boards to herself. Here comes Izzy. She will gain the zone. It came just out over the line as she was looking to feed Luke to get in further, but couldn't quite make the connection. Face off right in front of you. Won by Luke. Sent down in. Get a good look at the back of the referee. Basis picks it off, comes in, gets a high shot that Zaro threw up the blocker to get. Usually you see goalies shrug that down with the shoulder, but Zaro saw it all the way and got the blocker on it. 4:33 left. Period 1, no score. OCW and the Devils. The New Jersey Devils. There's a couple of Devils out there. York, Pennsylvania, but this is New Jersey and we're in West Caldwell. They move it out into neutral ice. Altman looking for it, eventually dumps it in. Basis lost the stick there. Bumping with Altman. They exchange pleasantries, asking about how they enjoyed watching the outdoor game between Carolina and Washington on Saturday night, a visual spectacle. That's hockey, folks. Whistle and a stoppage of play, 3:56 left. Period 1, no score. Neutral zone comes in and dumped in. Puck battle over there, shot out. Matone's going to try to chase it down. Zahn is in the middle. If she can get that pass from her sister, Charlotte from Abby, eventually does get it, and it goes on net. Charlotte Zahn got that one on net. OCW trying to break out, but it's going to be an icing. Whistle stops play with 3:15 left, no score in the first. by OCW, but sometimes those lines are painted in, but sometimes you trip over them. Centering feed doesn't get there. Troy's going to chip it out, looking for a break. Here they go, coming in, try to get to the middle, lost possession, regains it, wrist shot, score! OCW breaks out. Trying to make sure we have the right person who scored it. So it is, it's Hannah Teal with the goal. She's wearing 90 today. That's not what her usual number is, but Teal has been effective to start out with. And she got the breakaway, sort of that partial in-zone breakaway. More like she got behind the defense, had a couple of strides in on Rose Smith and was able to deposit it over the stick side. Rockets pick it off. Here comes Rizzo. She's got Costello with her and Camarada. It's a 3-on-2. Now hustling back as Basis to make it a 3-on-3. So good back check by the center. Basis gets a hold of it, pins Camarada against the boards. Camarada emerges with it, gets it to the circle, sends it to Altman at the point. Altman has to send it back low. Rizzo and Basis over there looking to get the puck moving. In the offensive zone still is OCW. Now they still have it for a moment, but Basis is eventually the one to pull it out. Slapped in by Basis to get the change for her Devils. This is going to be picked off at the left point, kept in, moved out for a moment. McNulty's over there. Centering feed, it went off Altman's skate and it went away from the net rather than toward the net. Rizzo on the break. She's got Camarada with her as a trailer, trying to get down the middle. Gets all the way down. Wrist shot, score! Luisa Rizzo! She makes it 2-0. Gets the shove from Haley Caputo afterward. And let's see if that puts the OCW team on a power play. Caputo not happy with Rizzo's move right there. And that makes it 2-0 with 1:29 left in period number 1. They'll keep it at even strength. And OCW wins the faceoff. So Teal and Rizzo with a couple of quick ones here to open the scoring late in the first for OCW in black, Devils in the base whites with the green pants. That one fired down for an icing, and they will restart play with 1:11 left and a draw to the left of Molly Rose Smith, number 48 in white. Luke with McFarland and Tolman. Basis wins the faceoff. Melikova picks it up, looking for room to skate, gets it. She'll come right at you and bring it in toward the offensive zone. Anastasia Melikova. Abby's on, tries the wraparound, but it hit the side of the net, the iron that is connected to the ice, and went out of the zone. Basis from Charlotte's on. Lena Basis comes in, wrist shot. Somebody got a piece of it. It looked like poise. Comes to the point. Cucci teeing it up between the points, trying to get it through traffic. It gets all the way down low. It didn't quite get through until it got down low. It didn't get all the way to Zara, but it nearly did. Cucci found a little bit of a lane when there wasn't much to look at. You could see it here. We had a good angle for it. Battled for below the line with 15 seconds left. OCW trying to break it at least out of the zone. They're going to do that. Are they going to have enough time for a scoring chance? McFarland's going to skate it in. McFarland doesn't have much time. Gets shrugged down by Basis over there. That's going to be an interference call. I think they're going to call Basis for the interference. Looked like the puck was still there, so maybe that's a little bit of a difficult call for the Devils. Puck was there, you're allowed to shove the player, but nevertheless, the penalty goes to Basis. There's 1 second left in the period, so she's just going to stand there for a moment and then head over to the bench for the between periods discussion. Got to just try to put this one at the net. Cucci makes sure it never gets to Rose Smith. And the Rockets, oof, boy, they're not even out there. The Orange County West. The Orange will start period number 2 on a power play. A minute 59. The penalty clock actually says 2 minutes, so there was probably even under a second to go when that call came. We are going to shift positions and work from the other side now to give you a little bit better look at OCW on the offensive end. Both teams do their start of the period breakout chants. I could hear the distinct voice of the wonderful Bella Cucci breaking down her team. Gabby Zarro will defend the net to YouTube left. Molly Rose Smith will defend the net to your YouTube right. Period 2 underway on Rizzo Vision. Troy won the faceoff all the way back to Altman. Altman sends it right onto Choi, who sends it to Teal, and then Schlechtweg brings it in. Teal has the first goal of the game, gets through traffic, gets down low, backhander, big save with the blocker by Rose Smith. That was ticketed. Anna Teal, she got the first one, Rizzo got the second, and that's why we head into this period with a 2-0 lead for OCW. Power play time 125 for OCW, and they'll look to set it up. Choi on the breakout to Delaney Schlechtweg, but Courtney Caputo bunts it out of the zone. Taylor Altman looking for some room, skates it to center for Schlechtweg, but Abizon broke it up, 68. Right there's Courtney Caputo moving it forward, but McNulty picks it up and will bring it in. McNulty gets all the way down. Her shot didn't have much on it, and Rose Smith couldn't quite cover it up, so it's still loose. Here's Schlechtweg going down low for Teal. Teal back to Schlechtweg on the give and go, getting some space, fires it right over the helmet of Rose Smith. Boy, that was a headhunter right there, but Rose Smith didn't even budge, and that thing whistled right over her helmet. Schlechtweg in the slot trying to get free, leaves it for Teal on the drop. Teal tees it up and she fires it over the net. It's loose in front, smacked all the way down, and Zara is going to have to play it, maybe, but doesn't have to. And that will give OCW an offensive zone draw with 13:23 left in period 2, and the Orange holding a 2-0 lead. Rizzo on the dot, Costello in the slot, Camerata will occupy the near side wing, Matone and Coys the right and left point respectively. There's Coys, tees it up, through traffic, big glove save by Rose Smith. She dropped the glove all the way down there, and she gives her very, very good buddy, Luisa Rizzo, who was at the doorstep, a friendly shove. The referees don't know that's a friendly shove, but those are two great friends right there. Same sequence, teed up again by Coys, didn't get what she wanted on it. Cucci knocked it away. Citro trying to break out. You don't want to give 4 any room. That one's centered. Costello got a stick on it for a moment. Camerata to Rizzo. She's going to try to walk it out. Gets it knocked away, but it's going to go to Coys. Basis comes out of the penalty box, joins the play. Arnone is going to grab it, pick it up, send it to Basis, and they break out of the zone. So the Devils down 2-0, kill off the penalty to Basis, and they now will try to work on erasing a 2-0 deficit. Line of Basis. We're right in front of you. You get a good look at 91, the brilliant Devils center. Costello trying to move it in, gets it below the line. Looking for somebody. She's going to find Rizzo. Rizzo on the outside tries to get it through Melikova. Eventually sends it back below the end line. Citro is going to go all the way down to pick it up, but she's hounded. It hits a funny part of the boards. Costello picks it up, tried to get it down low for Rizzo, but couldn't quite get it through all the traffic. Basis trying to break away. She gets through one, but good job by Matone cutting in. Sends it over for Arnone, who tried to tee it up, but she was a victim of too much backward momentum to get a lot on it. Chipped down by Courtney Caputo over the end line. Matone smacks it up for Costello. She's going to chip it out. Here comes Izzy Camerata. She's going to break in on Cucci. She's maybe behind the D. She's got Rizzo down the middle. Finds her there. Rizzo gets it. Tees it up, and she missed the net. Camerata fires it off of the hand of Sheehan, it looked like. Rizzo picks it up. Tries to go down low for Camerata. Couldn't get it through all the traffic. Matone was down there as Rizzo covered the point. Haley Caputo comes in. Haley Caputo gets that one knocked away on the sweeping shot pass, and Haley Caputo is going to go into the penalty box here as soon as her team touches up. And let's see if they call it interference or roughing or checking. You take your pick. It's one of the three. And you'll get a look at the referee, and he'll give you the signal right now. And he is going to call the check. So Haley Caputo in the box for 2 minutes for the check. And OCW, up 2-0, will have its second power play of the game. And if the referee stands in this spot and OCW scores, you won't have a good look at it. Luke on the dot, Tolman in the slot, McFarland on the far side wing. So that group didn't get power play time earlier, but now they are able to get it here. Battled for below the end line. McFarland got her stick caught in the boards, and Charlotte Zahn is going to break it out over the middle. McNulty knocked it away from her, and she'll chase it down over the end line, but Zahn picks it up, tries to center it shorthanded. OCW holding a 2-0 lead, and they have a power play here, their second of the period. It's going to come right at you. Here's Toman trying to get to it. You get a good look. Battling with Caputo. Toman steals it back from her, trying to get through and sends it down over the end line. Let's see if this line can establish a little bit of power play possession. It's sent out hard as McFarland was trying to cover the point, so Altman has to drift back behind, all the way back her own net, behind Gabby Zaro. Taylor Altman, she's going to look to get moving here. If you give her room, she's going to take every inch of it. There's Altman all the way through 3 zones, trying to steer around Courtney Caputo. Centers it. Caputo knocked it down with the skate. There's a shot by Toman that goes just wide. McFarland trying to chase it down on the far side wing. Good look at the referee right here, and he will hustle back as the Devils try to break out. Good play by McNulty. She shifted it with the right skate, and now she's going to skate it all the way in. McNulty gets all the way low, and she couldn't get through Murray. Teal picks it up, fires it loose, rebound, score! It's a power play goal for Delaney Schlechtweg, and that makes it 3-0 OCW with 9:36 left in period 2. McNulty with a brilliant rush to set it up, and Schlechtweg found an open spot right there and just slammed it home. So they cash in on the power play, do the orange. Troy out there with Teal and Schlechtweg now, as we're back at full and even strength for both teams. Matone and Poise on defense. Couldn't keep it in, could Matone. Poise shot it off of her teammate. Citro's trying to turn the corner and get down low. Fires it off the mask of Zaro, and she kept it out of the net. Boy, the mask of Zaro. There's something there. I'm not sure what it is, but I have my sword out ready to craft something brilliant out of that. Schlechtweg's going to go into the penalty box for a hook. And for the first time, the Devils will have a power play. And the penalty killers for OCW, it's going to be Rizzo and Camerata up front. And the defense pair will be Matone and Coyce. Zaro readjusts the equipment. Rizzo checks on her to buy a little extra time. Rizzo and Basis on the face-off. It's a loose battle. It comes to the point. Melikova through traffic, can't get it through Poise, who steered it away with the backhand. Poise trying to get it up the far side wall for Camerata. Camerata has it. Camerata bearing down. She's got Rizzo with her. Camerata coming right down Broadway, shorthanded. Turns the corner, wrist shot. Saved by Rose Smith. She got the initial stop with the part of the mask that protects the neck. And you could hear that crack of rubber on the heavy plastic, and then she threw up the catching glove to never let that rebound hit the ice. So a nice save by Molly Rose Smith with her team on the power play on the shorthanded rush. OCW won the face-off, but they can't win possession. Abby's on trying to move it up and in. Got it toward the center, but Rizzo hustled down to steer that one into a safer place. Caputo tees it up, deflected on the way by Camerata, but Zarro knocked it down with the blocker and used her trapper to cover it before it hit the ice. 8:29 left, period 2. Shorthanded for another 121 as a goalie change comes in for the Devils. Gracie Myers now in for Molly Rose Smith. So Smith was in there for the first 3, and it's about the midway point of the game, so they're splitting this one. Shot on the power play. Zarro made the save. The rebound was there, but only OCW players were able to get to it. Costello and McFarland up front now. Altman and McNulty on defense, killing it off. Caputo and Murray at the points for the Devils. Courtney Caputo sends it for Abizon in front. She's got Sheehan if she could find her, and they battle for it along the near side board. Schleckweg here, you can see her just to your left, still in the box for another 38 seconds, unless the puck goes in, and it does. So it's a power play goal answer for the Devils. It looked like it was Abizon on a goal mouth scramble that put it in. So 35 seconds were remaining in the power play, and Schleckweg can go back to the bench because she need not serve the rest of them, as the Devils have gotten on the board with 7:43 left in period number 2, cutting the deficit to 3-1. We're going to say it was Abizon, 68. OCW now with Luke, Tolman, and McFarland up front. Matone and Coy's on D. Devils have Melikova and Tucci at the points. The two Zons up front with Sheehan. And Sheehan fired that shot that Zarro saved. 3-1 OCW, 7:23 period number 2 remaining. Sheehan wins that one. Cucci trying to tee it up. Can she get it through traffic? Gets all the way down low. Abizon was looking to put that one in, but she got her stick tapped by Grace Matone and couldn't pull the trigger. OCW now had it in for a moment. Matone banks it off the board. You get a good look at Amy Tolman over there. Grace Matone having a look right in front of you. The action is happening. You can see the faces inside the cages. You can't see the puck because it's below you, but it's a good look at our girls. No matter which jerseys they're wearing, we root for all of them. There's a shot by Sheehan from close range. Zarro got the right pad on it and popped it over the crossbar. Melikova tees it up. Can't get it all the way through as Matone knocked it down. Was looking to send somebody out, maybe Tolman. Now she's going to try to just skate it out and finds Tolman. Tolman's going to chip it and fire it across into the left side corner, the far corner, and that allows her team to change in full. They changed all 5 at OCW. Teal, Rizzo, and Schleckweg for OCW, the goal scorers. Schleckweg on the power play. There's Teal right in front of you, took a bump, taking a moment there to get up, and she seems to be okay. And on the power play was Abizon, we believe, for the Devils just moments ago to make it 3-1. Maeve McNulty sends it forward for Izzy Camerata. Camerata trying to get through Murray, she does, but has to get a little help from Misha Choi. Choi's centering feed for Schleckweg didn't quite connect, and Murray's going to try to move it up the near side wing and sends it out. It went right toward Taylor Altman, who got a piece of it with her stick, but it handcuffed her, and she had to retreat all the way back into her zone to pick it up. Courtney Caputo with it, waits for the onside, but basis was a half step short on the timing, and that's an offside on the Devils. A few changes out there now. Rizzo up front with Addie Costello and Izzy Camarada. Rizzo, Costello, Camarada. Oof. Somebody play the Sopranos music. Just a mafia line out there. Caputo sends it in, trying to regain it at the point. Rizzo chipped it, got it past. Rizzo comes down the middle. She's got Costello with her, and Murray also on the defense is able to break it up. Just a stride off there to get the 2-on-1. Murray kind of got into the right place at the right time to force the 2-on-1 to not happen. Camarada over to Rizzo. Oh, it was just off the backhand. Coys now pinches in from the point, looking for Rizzo, who goes back to Coys. They return each other's passes. It's picked up eventually by Caputo, and Courtney Caputo skates it to the center line and gets the puck down deep. Oh, she smashed into Arnone. Her friendly fire right there. Just neither saw each other. Camarada maybe has a break. Can she catch up to it? Comes in, shoots. Big save by Myers. Izzy Camarada was looking for the top shelf. Gracie Myers went down, but she kept the left shoulder up long enough to deflect that puck over the glass and into the protective netting behind the high glass in the back of her net. So that keeps it 3-1 as we try to play that game where we see if Damian Rose-Smith has his arm warmed up enough to throw that puck over the netting. Damian, I got to tell you, you just make like you're a basketball player, stick your hand under the netting and then you slam dunk it, but you can only do that on the boards on the side like where I am. You can't do it over those end boards right there. So maybe a souvenir puck for the Rose-Smith family. Teal trying to tee it up at the bottom of the slot. And now Abby Zahn's going to try to have a break. Can she get past McNulty? McNulty battling her. There's a save with the right pad by Gabby Zarro. Centered in front, but it goes all the way to Melikova. Tees it up. Blocked by Schleckweg. Oh, if that puck sat down for Delaney, Schleckweg would have been off on the break, or at least a 2-on-1 with Hannah Teal. Comes to the near side wall. Picked up and moved up. Let's see if they get it out. McNulty had it for a moment. Hard to see who's over there. Now Charlotte Zahn picks it off, sends it at the net. Zahn didn't quite get on it what she was looking for, and Zarro steered it aside. Teal trying to chip it to get past Murray. Couldn't do it. Murray stood her ground. Teal picks it up anyway, sends it toward the middle for Schleckweg. Didn't really have the passing lane. Schleckweg and Pucci are going to race for it. Pucci wins the race, and there's Abby Zahn taken off, and she'll go in 2-on-1 with Charlotte Zahn. Wrist shot was another headhunter, exceeded the height of the crossbar. 3-1 still, OCW, under 3 minutes left, period 2. Sent up, not going to be an icing because Sheehan picked that one up. That's Murray, rather. 50 and not 12. There's Sheehan, 12. She's going to get the puck in, but Taylor Altman is going to regain it below the end line and send it up toward the breakout spot on the wing. A couple of OCW players battling for it over there with Devils. Charlotte Zahn picks it up, fires it at the net. Zarro with the save, and she covers it up. 2:25 left. In the second period, 3-1 OCW. They got 2 in the first, Teal and Rizzo. They got 1 in the second, Schleckweg, and the Devils countered here in the second with Abby Zahn. The last 2 have been power play goals, and maybe wisely, the teams have kept themselves out of the box ever since. That's a good way to keep your team from taking penalties. Watch the other team put power play goals in your net. Battled for down low as we clear the 2-minute mark of period 2. Friendly fire, Caputo on Caputo. Courtney shot it off of Haley's skate. Now Haley coming out and saying, "What are you doing? Big sis." Three Courtney, 21 Haley. 91 taking the face-off is Lena Basis for the Devils. OCW changes the forward line out there. Murray at the point, couldn't handle it. Camerata's going to break out with Costello. Camerata gets it through, but she's maybe not going to be able to regain it until the end line. Camerata awkwardly into the boards there. No penalty or anything, she just lost an edge and had the Devils player kind of fall on top of her defending. Nothing unseemly, nobody was doing anything illegal or unethical there, it's just hockey. 1:20 left, 3-1 in the second period. That's the score and the time. OCW in the black jerseys with the lead over the New Jersey Devils in the white. Basis tries to keep it in, just lost the handle. She's 1-on-3. Camerata picks it up. Camerata gains the zone. Camerata bearing down the middle. She's hooked from behind by Basis, and that's going to be a power play for OCW with 57 seconds left in period number 2. Izzy Camerata draws the penalty, and most coaches will see a penalty like that with a player in a really good shooting spot who can really shoot, about to take a shot, and if you're going to have a penalty, make it in the defensive zone and prevent a scoring chance. And that's what Basis did. Citro trying to break out. Caroline Citro fires it off of the stick of Gabby Zarro. Devils send it back in as Melikova and Citro zigzag it over there with long dumps that are turning into passes because they're recovering them. OCW trying to break out. Here comes Teal. Anna Teal gains the line, trying to get around Cucci. Cucci steered her far. Citro's coming over to help out, and she prevented Teal from finding Schlechtweg. That's how the last goal for OCW started and finished. Altman to McNulty. Maeve sends it in for Teal, a little too strong, and that's going to expire the period. And OCW will begin the second with a 3-1 lead and 64 seconds of power play time to work with as we switch ends. Well, if you are watching from Totowa or Tennessee or Tuxedo or even Tampa, Florida, where we know Pat and Bill Camerata are watching their beloved Izzy, who you see out there with the bright pink gloves, we are glad that you have joined us for OCW hockey against the New Jersey Devils on a Sunday afternoon in February. Where would you rather be than checking it out? Big kudos to Izzy Camerata, who you see right there. She's waving to you, Bill and Pat, and some of the other girls for stepping up to help out the OCW effort here. And a nice big shout out to our hosts and to Steve Tuttle, who has jumped in behind the bench for OCW today to guide the girls with numbers and some stuff in life not cooperating and allowing our usual folks to be over there. Costello brings it in as we're underway in period 3. My 32-second soliloquy is over. Camerata tees it up. Oh, it's snagged right there by Gracie Myers. She was down low, shooting high was Camerata, and Myers got the glove on it again. So they had a sequence similar to that similarly to that one toward the end of the second period. 20 seconds left on the power play for OCW. That one looked like it was out, but they say it's in. Camarada trying to get it down low. She fires when Myers got the blocker on it, and it's knocked away. Comes down to Rizzo. Rizzo has Luke down low if she could find her, but Murray defends well. Comes toward Matone, but Charlotte Zahn picked it up. Charlotte Zahn chips it off the boards. Basis jumps out of the box. Charlotte Zahn behind the D. Wrist shot, saved, and covered up by Zaro. So they kill off the penalty, do the Devils. And they keep it at 3-1 for the moment. So they were down 3-0 in this one. They've clawed back to get the last one. Let's see what OCW's got in store to protect that lead or to add to it. So far, hard to tell what their posture is going to be because they had a power play to start. And in that case, you're trying to add to it. Low angle shot, backhand is put in. Haley Caputo makes it 3-2 with 13:41 left in period number 3. Off the goal mouth scramble, Caputo got the backhand on it and she deposited it in. It looked like Basis got the first shot. That was saved by Zaro with the pad, and then Caputo backhanded it in. I like to try to tell the girls, go get your celebration for each goal and make sure the goal scorer leads it, because that makes it a lot easier for this guy and then the people at home to know who actually scored the goal. 3-2, the plot thickens. Devils have rallied back for the last two. Let's see what OCW has. Sent into the far corner. Maeve McNulty trying to get through traffic. Needs a little help from Taylor Altman, who reverses it. It comes up in front of the crease, and they'll try to do it all again. McNulty a little bit too strong on the breakout pass for Tolman. McNulty battling. It comes toward the middle. Basis trying to get it. Fires that one wide on the spinning shot. Lena Basis. Near side wall. Picked up. Sent down low. Basis walking it toward the net. Her shot is knocked down. There's a rebound in front and she can't get to it. Basis all over OCW right now. That one through traffic. Basis centers. It's loose in front. It's loose in the crease. Goal mouth scramble. Basis picks it up. She's going to send it back to the point for Melikova. Melikova tees it up through traffic. Zaro couldn't see it, but she got the pad on it anyway with Haley Caputo bearing down. Tolman, McNulty. They battle Haley Caputo for it. Tolman's going to pick this up and move it forward. She got it into the zone offensively momentarily, but Basis is going to pick it up. Basis is going to gain the line. Basis gets alone and gets some room, sends it at the net, but it went wide. Basis has taken over here, 91. She doesn't have her name on any of the goals, but her imprint is on both of them. Banked up the board. Schlechtweg's behind the D, gets in, trying to battle three defenders. Shot, there's a save, rebounds loose, still loose and cleared away. Schlechtweg got a good shot through traffic. Altman down to the left circle, fires it off of Citro's mask, and Citro didn't even budge. Like when you're watching an MMA fight and somebody throws a haymaker right into the noggin, and the one accepting the haymaker doesn't even move. Redirected in front by Teal off the shot from Poise, and a save by Myers to keep it 3-2. So Myers has had some big saves here. She came in, splitting this game half and half with Molly Rose Smith. A couple of big saves to keep it 3-0. Another big save to keep it 3-1, and now it's 3-2. Her team is within reach. Let's see what OCW can do to try to regain some offense. They nearly did just that a moment ago. Hannah Teal trying to bring it in, but Courtney Caputo steals the puck away. Troy battling for it. She's now in a scramble over there, blocked by the referee, and it comes out of the zone. Coys is going to pick it up, and Coys banks it off the boards on the near side, looking for Schlechtweg over there. Loose puck. Now it's a battle, and Coys wins it for a moment, but Citro wins the war, maybe, or OCW is going to win the war because that one is going to... Oh, they wave off the icing even though it cleared the line. Good thing Matone was hustling down for it. Matone gets tripped up by Citro behind the play. Ref had turned around, didn't see it. Citro got away with one there. Arnone picks it up, tries to go to the middle. Wrist shot, Zaro let it go wide. It goes off the end boards with 10:28 left, and OCW holding a lead of 3-2. That was once a 3-0 lead offside on the Devils. I think they're going to face it off at the center circle. So with 10:21 left, it's sort of a new game here at 3-2. OCW leading. They're wearing the black jerseys, and the New Jersey Devils are wearing the white. Rizzo with Costello and Camarada. Basis wins it. Rizzo steals it away from her. Rizzo trying to rush in. Basis stealing it back, but Camarada comes in to help out. It's along the line. Camarada keeps it in still battling for it against Charlottesville. Costello picked it up for a moment. Rizzo took it away from Basis, who was sweeping in defensively. Murray's going to get it along the end boards, steer it toward the far side corner, but Costello and Rizzo work the trap to pick it up. Rizzo getting through traffic, looking to tee up Camarada in the slot, but Basis was able to get a stick on it and knock it away. Camarada was getting ready to load the bazooka, and Rizzo was looking to arm with the puck, which is the ammunition. Far side corner, Basis picks it up. She's been a force here in the third that's helped the Devils get back in it. She started it in the penalty box this period, but maybe that just gave her a little extra rest. Comes down low, redirects through a couple. Abby Zahn got it, but it didn't get all the way down to Basis as Coys was able to just get a stick on it. That one fired wide. Costello trying to chase it down, uses the body to shield off Abby Zahn, gets it to the point. Caputo knocked it back in. Coys picks it up. Veronica Coys chips it up the near side wall, went out of the zone. Murray sent it back in for the offside. So a long shift out there. That line was doing well offensively for OCW, and then defensively they got caught a little bit on the possession. So that offside did OCW a big favor. Luke wins the face-off. Back to Maeve McNulty, who tries to move it forward. Sheehan battling over there. Altman picks it up. Can Altman turn the corner? Altman's going to turn the corner, but does it then without the puck, as Walsh got a piece of it. Melikova fanned on it, but she had a lot of room. Can't get it out. Wrist shot. McNulty got it through traffic, and it's kicked away by Myers. Myers knocked down that pass, but she kind of put it into peril. And Luke was looking to capitalize and nearly did. 8:12 left in period 3. OCW maintaining a 3-2 lead. But it's been the Devils that have come back from a 3-0 deficit as Bella Cucci gains the line of center and dumps it in. But it's picked up by Taylor Altman before it got too far. Under 8 minutes now. Altman chipped out by Toman. Loose puck over there, brought back in by Sheehan. Rather, not Sheehan, Walsh. Cucci picks it up, sends it in after Walsh got onside. It's a dump. Walsh is going to get off and change. She was out there for about a minute and a half. Altman's going to take her time behind the end line and behind her net. She finds Toman on the breakout. Citro putting her under pressure, but Toman gets it out and regains it. Toman still with it, has Luke with her. They're kind of in the same spot. McFarland's coming in. McFarland hits into her own player, Toman, but Altman has a lot of time with it and uses the time and space. She dumps it down low. McFarland's over there. Altman has to back off because Citro had some room. Carolyn Citro dumps it and will chase after it 1-on-2. Maeve McNulty's going to be the first one to get there as we hit the 7-minute mark of period 3. OCW with a 3-2 lead, but the Devils have gotten the last two. Murray keeps it in at the line and sends it back down low. Basis is over there, hounded by Choi. Centering feed knocked away by Teal. Comes once again to the near side corner, all the way to the point. Caputo tees it up. It hit Arnone in front. It's loose in front. Zara trying to cover it, and she does. Arnone was poking at it the whistle blew. There's no pushing and shoving afterward. Arnone was like, hey, I'm just, I saw the loose puck. I'm trying to poke at it. Referees are the only ones whose opinions count as far as that's concerned. Face-off won by OCW, but they got to try to regain the possession there. It does come out, and Murray retreats to get it. Murray turns it right toward the benches, sent it close to in. Eventually they do get it in, but McNulty interrupted their plans. Altman trying to go right down Broadway, gets through 3. How many more can she get through? Loses it at the end, but she got the puck down deep. Gets pressed into the boards at the far side, and that's going to be another power play for OCW. So Taylor Altman draws the penalty. She had a nice rush there, and Sienna Murray's going to go into the box for the Devils, and they call her for the roughing. You could have called the rough, the check, the interference, whatever you want. It doesn't really matter so much exactly what the referee calls are. The power plays are the thing that everyone's really concerned with. OCW will start it out with Rizzo, Camerata, and Costello up front. Camerata fires it wide off the face-off win. Melikova picks it up, trying to get it to Charlotte Zahn. Charlotte Zahn gets it out, pounded by Rizzo as the two chase it down. It is not going to be an icing. Redirection attempt by Abby Zahn, nearly converted off the pass from Charlotte Zahn. Short-handed. Camerata up for Rizzo. Rizzo trying to get through Caputo, but Caputo is able to steer it away. Costello battles with Abby Zahn, chipped up toward the point. Sent by Veronica Coys at the net, and Gracie Myers knocks it down with the stick blade and covers it up. Whistle and a stoppage of play. 5:21 left in period number 3. 3-2 OCW. They built the 3-0 lead. The Devils have fought back to 3-2. Devils might have a break here. Kept in by Matone. What a play! And she sends it in on Myers to get another whistle. Zahn and Zahn would have been gone if Matone didn't put a wrinkle in their plans. So 74 seconds left of power play time for OCW. They're the team in the black jerseys. They have a 3-2 lead. We're down now to 5 minutes left in the third period. Matone sends it down for Camerata, who works it toward Rizzo and Costello. Costello, Rizzo shot. What a save by Myers. Oh, she robbed Rizzo right there. And Costello and Coys give Rizzo the hugs, but what a play. Camerata came out of the, not the corner, but the half boards, sent a perfectly timed pass to Rizzo. It was just a little ahead of her. She tapped it to Costello, who teed it up for Rizzo, who got a lot of juice on the shot, but Gracie Myers got the glove on it to keep it at 3-2. Here's one that comes at Myers, and she steers it away. Here's Joel Luke with the shot. Sent down low. Toman trying to establish some power play here. McFarland is going to watch Melikova move it up, but Matone keeps it in. It's in some skates. McFarland picks it up. Tried to get it at the net, but just couldn't quite get the puck to sit down on the stick. Sheehan, with 30 seconds left to kill for the Devils, gets it out of the zone. Matone bunts it back forward for Luke. Luke and Caputo over there. Courtney Caputo got it forward. That one going to be sent down. It's not an icing. It tipped the stick on the way, as the referee to your YouTube left indicates here on Rizzo Vision. Melikova pounds it around for Citro. Citro's going to move it out of the zone. This is almost certainly going to expire the penalty as Murray gets up. And with 4 minutes left, Murray's out of the box. We're at full and even strength, and it's still 3-2. Battled for along the end line. Devils changing. They rush someone out there. Looked like Arnone hustling all the way across. Matone breaks that one up for a second. Picked up by Arnone, looking for somebody. Comes to Cucci at the point. Cucci goes back down low for Arnone. Matone picks it up. Cucci keeps it in. Cucci pounds it again down low. Centered for Sheehan, couldn't get the handle on it. Luke grabs it. Finds an open Toman. and Amy Toman gains the line of center. Sent it back for Luke, but she just couldn't quite handle it there. It effectively works as a dump-in rather than a 2-on-2. Matone at the point. Sends it through, but Courtney Caputo picks it up. Kept in by Maeve McNulty at net, and Myers leaves it for Cucci. Centering feed, Myers had to knock that one down as Luke was bearing down up the middle. That one sent off McNulty, who got just a little bit of a piece of it to negate the icing, and it's forwarded out by Choi. Sent through neutral ice and into the defensive zone of OCW, holding a 3-2 lead with 2:40 left in the game. Offside. OCW built a 3-0 lead. Hannah Teal, Louisa Rizzo in the first period, Delaney Schleckweg in the second. Abby Zahn converted in the second period to get the Devils on the board, and then Haley Caputo made it 3-2 here in the third. Timeout called. Not sure which team took it. You only have one in hockey. So as a coach, there are not many bullets that you have. You can try to match lines if you're the home team. That means you get the benefit of the last change, so you could see which players the other team puts out there before a face-off, and then once that is set, you can put your own players out if you'd like to make a change. That's one way to do it. Another way for coaches to have a little bit of control in a game is to get their players on and off the ice in the manner that they see most fit. Short shifts, longer shifts, double shifting certain lines or certain players. Your other, however, biggest bullet is the timeout, because you only get one per game. And it can be used in a number of different ways. On occasion, you'll see coaches take a timeout very early if their team has given up a bunch of goals or is not really playing well. And more often you'll see it in situations like this, where a team is just looking to maybe rest some of the top line players or put a new group out there together and give them a little bit of instruction. So here we go for the final 2:37. Let's see how it all plays out. Where would you rather be than on Rizzo Vision watching hockey? Abby's on, bears down, takes a shot. It's Zaro with the save with the stick, and it popped over the net. OCW in the dark jerseys trying to keep this lead. Melikova for the Devils keeps it in. Basis got through traffic to get it back to the point. They play with it high-low. Altman picks it up, and Taylor Altman sends it off the boards on the far side. Schleckweg lifted a stick, managed to help get the puck out of possession, but they really need to get it out of the zone. Who's going to be the one to do it? It's going to be Taylor Altman. Coming down is Hannah Teal. Let's see if she can get it into the zone. She does. Now Basis picks it up, banks it neatly off the boards for Charlotte Zahn, but not quite neatly enough. Basis picks it up again, gains the line of the offensive zone with 100 seconds left. Centering feed goes off the side of the net. Devils now have the net empty as Myers vacates the goal. They have 6 skaters out there. It's a 5 for OCW. 1:24 left. OCW hanging on to the lead. Chipped into the bencher. Hannah Teal was off to the races with an empty net, and she wouldn't have needed much. She's a lefty, so she would have gotten that one on the backhand, but maybe she would have had a stride on the Devil defender to try to knock it away. 1:20 left. OCW, 3-2 lead. Devils with the goalie out. Caputo, one-timer, it's tipped in front by Charlotte Zahn, and a big save by Gabby Zaro. Rizzo picks it up, skating it along the end line, chips it forward as Devils converge. Let's see if she gets a little help from Camerata. She does, but the Devils pick it up. Caputo steps in, fires it through traffic, but wide. Abby's on. At the net, sent it, was looking for a deflection by Basis. She was inches away. The Devils have to retreat as OCW gets it out of the offensive zone. rather out of the defensive zone and into the offensive zone for a moment. Citro's going to try to chase it down. Can she beat Matone there? 39 seconds. Fired at the net. Zarro kicked it away. End line battle. Basis trying to shield off a couple. Got it into a nice scoring lane, but Camarada got a stick on it with 25 seconds left. 6-on-5 for the Devils. Cross ice. Can Costello get to it? Chips it forward. Can she get it out? Battling with Murray along the boards. Camarada, 13 seconds. Rizzo gets it out. Got it out far enough. Caputo fires it in. Oh, she hit Basis right in the hand. Basis picks it up. Skates it in. Charlotte's on at the net. Fires it wide. It goes to the corner. And time expires. And OCW hangs on for the 3-2 win over the Devils. A hard-fought, well-played game. And the Orange come out on top 3-2. They built the 3-0 lead and they gave themselves just down to about the millimeters of rope that they needed to secure the victory, but they do just that. Molly Rose Smith and Gabby Zarro lead the charge. Oh, Cucci smacked Rizzo over there. A lot of good friends here on the ice. Cucci, Rizzo, Rose Smith, Camarada, and of course a lot of the names you might recognize from the Saints, and a lot of these Devils and OCW players from their club teams are very familiar with each other. And kudos to Steve Tuttle, who came down to guide the troops, pitching in for Alex Landolina and Steve Herzog. Steve, I hope you enjoy checking out show tunes on a Sunday afternoon. Alex, I hope things go well for you in your endeavors with family matters down there. So I'm sure Alex and Emmy Landolina are checking it out. So we look to see you two back very soon for our OCW family. In the meantime, the Orange come out with a 3-2 victory over the Devils at Richard J. Codey Arena in West Orange, New Jersey. So the Orange go to West Orange and they come up with the victory. That's going to do it for this contest. Final score once again, OCW 3, Devils 2. Thanks for watching Orange County West Hockey. This is Joe Rizzo on Rizzo Vision.